Hello Nomad Soul, welcome back to our channel. I'm really glad to see you again, and if you are new, welcome. I really hope you're gonna discover a lot about yourself today, as today's question for our cards is going to be very interesting. What is the most powerful, strongest feminine power that you hold, that you have? So, for the ones that consider themselves and identify themselves as males, don't look away because this video is also suitable for you. We will be looking into your feminine side and take the energy from there to reveal what are the energies that are strongest in you. What are your strongest skills from that feminine power perspective? So definitely a reading for both of you, don't worry about that. Or however you identify yourself, doesn't really matter. We're not putting any labels on here. Everything is up to you. But just a quick disclaimer that we are going to be looking into a very deep feminine power of yours by using different crystals and cards as usual. So I've chosen 4 images. I want you to look at each of them. They're also guided by their own crystal. So you will have to choose 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe all of them that call your attention the most. Your spirit says, yes, this is the one I really want to listen to. So it could be 1, it could be all, it could be none. So it's also important to look into your intuition and listen really to the voice that speaks, whether this video is for you and which pile of cards is for you as well. So how we're gonna do that? Now I will explain you a little bit how we are going to be working with cards, and then you will have to stop the video, meditate on the cards. Maybe you have already made a decision, so good for you. You will jump straight into your reading. That timestamps will be left in the description box as always. So we will be mixing in some tarot and oracle cards, and you have to look now at these 4 images. The first one is the High Priestess guided by the Amethyst. Second one is the Water Fairy guided by the Turquoise. Third one is the Queen guided by the Pyrite, and the fourth one is the Wind Fairy guided by the Rose Quartz. So now please stop the video, meditate on images, and we will meet each other again in your personalized individual reading. Hello, pile number 1, so the High Priestess or the Amethyst crystal. Welcome to your reading. So, well, first of all, you have chosen the High Priestess. This is a little bit of a dark figure. She holds knowledge, she holds wisdom. She loves everything that is mystical, and she doesn't speak that much, but she kind of keeps the information inside her, almost like accumulating it into so many different dimensions of her thought process in order to use that up later to increase her knowledge and her power even further. And let's see what the card says as well. It says discernment, prescience, prophecy, and vision. So it's foreseeing things. It's acknowledging and foreseeing things. And it's a lot of accumulation as well. Now, first of all, let's take your tarot cards. We're going to be using this tarot deck today. And we're gonna pull some cards for you. So pile number 1, what is your feminine power? What is your strongest feminine power? I feel the cards are ready. This has to go 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups, the Star, and Queen of Swords. Very interesting. Already a lot of feminine power in here. We're gonna take one more oracle card in here as well. This one has to go Joy, And also one moon card for you, or astrology card for you. Pile one, please. Pile one. This one has to go. Okay, interesting. We have the new moon in Cancer. Wow, it's also related. I mean, all of these cards, they are really related to one another, definitely. So let's read the messages from the cards first. The High Priestess we already got, but I want to look at this card as well. You and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer, and we have the Joy card in here. Wow, this is so interesting. Well, you have so much strength in you anyway. I must start from that. It's not about, just some little skills that you have, you own, and you mastered. No, there is something big that you have mastered. There is a lot of strength in you. You are not easily breakable. That's the first thing. You stand your ground really, really strong. I mean, you have started your reading with the High Priestess, and it's ending. The first row is ending with the Queen of Swords. Both are almost mirroring each other. Do you share a lot of common traits, these two queens or female figures? This is a very feminine spread anyway. So this is the power in female, what I see in here. They're really united. So what I mean by that, you do have a very strong mind, okay? And you have a very strong, almost stature about yourself, okay? There is nothing, no one that can break you. Doesn't matter in which kind of life situation you find yourself, or what happens to you, or with whom you are not easily breakable. Sometimes, yes, you can shut yourself down a little bit. Sometimes the High Priestess tends to do that, and also you've got the new moon in Cancer, so that means that sensitivity is high in here. But there is a difference between sensitivity in High Priestess and new moon in Cancer. The High Priestess sensitivity comes from acknowledgement of all the life traumas, the negative side, the dark side, that doesn't scare her. New moon in Cancer is the release of emotional baggage, is the release of everything that is not working for you. So it's like making yourself, making your heart and your spirit very raw and open to the world as well, to really accumulate all the emotions that are coming in. So it's ready to release the old and accept the new, and to be fully on your emotional side. So that's the difference from the High Priestess. Many times she doesn't show her emotions. When you look at her, it is hard to read her face. It is hard to read what she really thinks, and that's her strength as well. She is very mysterious, and she is really magnetic, so she attracts a lot of people, especially seeking for answers. So one of your feminine strengths is that you do hold a lot of knowledge from ancient feminine energy, in terms of that you're almost like basically the priestess in your tribe that kind of gathers all the ladies together, and they open up to you, because again, the new moon in Cancer is that people around you, they are easily opening up because they feel secure next to you. They feel that, with this person, with this girl or boy, I can really feel that I'm protected, I'm like at home. There is a lot of radiance around you that you can see in the star card as well, because it is like a naturally born lucky star, let's say this way, lucky someone that has been blessed by above, blessed by divine. And you have both cards, they are blessed by divine, so that means you do have power to heal people, you do have power to help people to overcome their challenges and overcome your own challenges in life as well. There is a lot of kind of attraction from broken people in here, because Seven of Swords is in here. So everyone that has been defeated in their life, they're looking for shelter in you, in your advices, in your energy. So you tend to gather people that were a little bit lost or are lost in their life, and you're almost like the star showing their path where to go. So don't get worried if you feel like you do attract some kind of broken people. Important for you to say, don't get into relationship with these people. if you do have broken people around you, the advice from both the High Priestess and Queen of Swords is not to get involved with them, because there is a high risk that if you meet someone really broken, you constantly will have to fix and fix them and fix them, while releasing a lot of your precious energy, and I don't see the same weight of energy coming back to you. So it is really important to understand that yes, you do attract broken people. It is okay to understand that this is your feminine power, that you can heal them, you can elaborate them, elevate them higher, but it's important that you stay professional, let's say this way, and you keep yourself to yourself, and you don't get involved into relationships with these broken people. I mean romantic relationships. So there is a very thin line, and I know that there is a need sometimes, and you do have a tendency to get involved romantically with these people, because by healing others, you kind of almost fall in love with them, because in their insecurities you find beauty. This is another strength of yours. All the broken people, they do have something that is gold to you. You find it super beautiful and unique, and this is what you are embracing in people. So you truly always seek for that silver lining in every single situation and person. Now, let's take a look. You are definitely a person, your strength is to enjoy the life as well. You're a joyful person yourself. You do not take things too seriously many times. I mean the small details in life. The big details in life, you totally look very deep into them, but the small details, they don't make you lose your balance at all. So that is good for you. You should be really happy about that, because many times people, they lose themselves over small details that keep on recurring in their everyday life. So it's not for you. It's almost like the simple life is not really something that is that important to you. You always look deeper. So that's also another thing, like you always look deeper into situations and into people. Now the Queen of Swords, she's very intelligent. She's very strong in her mind, so there is no one that can change her mind. Same way goes with the High Priestess. They're both very strong in their opinions. So yes, they are stubborn, but the thing is that they have tested their failures, and they have tested themselves and other people around them. So it's easy for them to really separate who is who. You stand strong. This is also another strength of yours, that you do have, that not only, that's the word I was looking for, not only the feminine wisdom that comes from someone really in the past energies, but also you do have like a really good grasp to the reality. You are a realistic person. You are not dreamy person in terms of that you float in the sky and you never come down to earth, so that you are detached to all the earthy matters. Not at all. You're really standing strong on the ground. You enjoy pleasure. You enjoy earthy pleasures in general. You take, time to find them and to embrace them in your life. So that's also something that is very beautiful in you, that you always almost look for the most smallest details in life and enjoy them. So you don't need much to find your joy in life. Okay, luxury, I kind of sense that yes, there is kind of needs to have almost like a luxurious life as well. Don't know why I'm saying this, but this is information that is coming in here. So somehow the strength comes from here as well. To not be ashamed and enjoy what you truly have gained and earned. So that is something very important. You keep everything lightheartedly. That is also something very strong in you. You feel very deep, but you don't show, your emotional storms to other people. You really separate what you say at every single time. So you do hold a lot of feminine strength, healing strength, mystical strength, feminine strength. You should be really attracted to very strong figures in your life. I sense for you it is really hard to fall in love just to fall in love randomly. It's either someone that has been really broken in life, or either someone very strong. So two extremes, okay? No one in between. So all the partners that you choose in life, normally they are very one side or another, but they're very strong. Like, they are not for everyday people, let's say this way. They are not easily manageable, let's call them this way, but you totally can manage anyone, because this is very overall balanced out spread. Sometimes you can be a little bit cold, and that coldness radiates from you is also attractive. That's what I really must say. It is attractive, because if we didn't have these cards in here, I would say, oh, your coldness is a problem for you, because it kind of pushes people away. But somehow your coldness, your icy breath that you spread around, it's like really almost stops the blood flowing. It is really attractive. There is something like magnetic about that coldness. Because these two, oh my goodness, they do have a lot in them. So I kind of sense that this is this is a bombshell really reading. And you do have a lot of feminine power, beauty in here as well. If you were attracted by the High Priestess herself, she is normally very, very beautiful. She takes care of her physical appearance, and there is something always very unique about her that attracts other people. So that was a reading for you, for the ones that have chosen the Amethyst or the High Priestess. I really hope you enjoyed these cards. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and as usual, we will see each other next time very soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2, the turquoise or the water fairy. Welcome to your reading. So what is the strongest feminine power in you? What do you hold? We will be mixing many cards today. So starting from the tarot, let's take a look. What do they have to say for the pile number 2, the water fairy? Strongest feminine power. Yep, they are ready. Okay, so we have 2 of cups. Oh, beautiful. Ace of wands. Wow. 8 of swords. And also 6 of wands. So much fire in here. You've started with water, but it's a lot of energy in here. Oof. It is screaming in here. One more oracle card as well. This one has to go. Letting go. And also one astrology, moonology cards. This one has to go. Okay, so first of all, let's read the messages on the cards. So they're gonna get us the grasp of what the energies are in here. So first of all, the water fairy says, feelings and emotions. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. Letting go. And also here we have the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Love this card. Very rare. This card pops out. Yeah, actually, I haven't seen it in a reading, I think, for over 6 months or even more. That's a unique card. And your tarot card. So let's unite everything together. What do we see in here? You do have a very complex energy, let me tell you. Very balanced out personality. You shine a lot, okay? You do have a lot of, let me say, sexual power in you, okay? That is transmitted through a lot of many different things, okay? A lot of many different things. First of all, the strength that you have, the physical strength, the how you see the world, how you see your life, how you live your life is something very inspiring. You are walking inspiration of every day. So people, when they meet you, they're like, wow, this person inspires me. And sometimes you don't even speak, although I sense that you're quite chatty, but sometimes you don't have to even speak. People, they get the energy from you. Wow, there is a lot of power in here. There is a lot of active, proactive power in here. So probably you're the one always asking questions. You're always the one that is interested in things, even the most random things, or the things that really don't matter to you that much, or don't touch your hobbies or your work-related areas or anything like that, but you're always interested. You want to know. You're hungry for knowledge. Okay, you want to deepen up your knowledge, both your emotional knowledge, so your feelings, but also the knowledge from the world, reading, traveling, experiencing things, meeting other people, talking to them, seeing how they see life, because you really feel that you learn from all of the people you meet. So this is almost like an active traveling spirit, okay, in this spread. I see someone that is traveling through lives of others, collecting the best what they can find, the fruits of these people, and cherishing them inside yourself, okay? So you're truly giving second chances to people. You really want to see how they develop in their lives. You want to see how they reveal themselves to you. You're really kind of an experimental one. You like to see, okay, so how this person would react in this situation, and this situation, and this situation. You always like almost to test them. Sometimes you like to see the world burn as well, because it just is funny for you. You know, you see the conflict, you don't get involved into that conflict, but you like to see how the human psychology works, how they act in these situations. So this is very strong about you. Very individualistic reading, I must say as well. It's someone who is very strong by their own, so your strength also lays in you. You don't need any support from outside world, okay, or others. You're very strong yourself in order to do and achieve anything in your life. So you don't need anyone to push you anywhere. You do have so much self-started energy in you that is kind of constantly like a flame, like a holy flame burning inside you. Never stops, never, it's eternity. And this is the energy that you have. It's like forever burning. It's forever going somewhere, discovering something. Getting to know things. It's never stopping. The same way you do with your emotions, you make them as profound as possible. So you live on extreme edge many times. Sometimes people are even scared of you, saying like, how can you get involved into this type of relationship over and over again? Because this is so extreme, what you guys are doing, what you guys are feeling, how this is going on with you. Your friends might be asking you like, how can you manage all this? Because this seems really too much. But for you, it's a joy. For you, it's almost like, I don't know, adrenaline, like flowing in your blood whenever you are pushed to the limits. So, you know, like you really like to be challenged, and you challenge yourself forever, okay? And I see a huge steps of growth in here. So in any different area, that's your strength as well. Like you grow a lot, but both not only physically speaking, or you know, like earthy matters related topics like work and so on. Maybe you're climbing really fast in your work environment, but it's also emotionally, like you grow so much. Because you know what happens sometimes with masculine energy, and many times I speak with very strong masculine figures. They say like, yes, I have achieved so much at my work, and you know, in my power and my intelligence and so on, but I feel so detached from my emotions. Like I feel like I'm novice. I don't know anything at all about me. How am I feeling? What are the feelings? How are other people feeling? So for you, it's something very on the contrary side. You have it all. Not only you have that progression in you, body progression, work progression, but emotional progression as well. So you are absolutely managing in every single situation the best way possible. This is such a diplomatic spread. Like you know exactly what to do, what to feel in every single situation, and how others are feeling. You are naturally a victory person yourself. You're always leading, going to the victory. There is no one that can stop you. Now, you do have a little bit of this emotional side in you, because we're mirroring these two cards, so the Eight of Swords and the Water Fairy. Sometimes she feels a little bit tired, okay? Because she runs forward so much, so sometimes she has moments of breaking a little bit, maybe in her living room, just saying, you know what, I'm really tired, just let's open the wine, bottle up, call my best friend, and cry all night, or complain all night, or gossip all night. So there is a little bit of that need of release of the energies that has been accumulated in you. But I don't see this as a problem. Eight of Swords is a card, yes, definitely. Sometimes it might seem a little bit like, you know, I'm locked in my mental prison, okay? But somehow it is not that important to you, because yes, sometimes you fall in there, you get trapped into your mind as well, because as it runs so fast, many times you get trapped, but you easily find solution, or you don't stay there for too long. So that's why I'm not focusing on that energy too much. Now, even though we're speaking about the feminine energy, there is a lot of masculine energy in here as well. So that proactiveness that I have been speaking about is very masculine. Many times, like traditionally speaking, the female energy, so the feminine energy, is very accepting. It's profound energy, it's reflection energy, it's energy that slows down and deepens up and opens up in emotions and really goes very fast forward in that area, but not that much in the physical life. So for you, you do have everything balanced out because your masculine energy is also very strong and you are always going forward, always, everywhere. So that is very attractive about you. And your strength is also the balance that you own, you know, like you do have so many ideas. So that is very, very attractive also about you. And is your strength that you always find like a solution and very fast solution in different situations. And you're not afraid of showing who you really are. Maybe you are the most random person ever. You are not afraid of showing that side of you to other people. And people admire you for that. And this is your strength. You don't wear masks. I don't see you wearing masks. If you need to say something very harsh, you do. You don't accumulate wrong emotions or bad emotions in you, or, you know, kind of if someone says something or does something bad, wrong to you, you don't keep up that for years, you know, like going over and over and over in your head. Okay, so what happened? Why did they do that? Why did they say that? No, you really fix this situation immediately. So if someone is wrong or doing something wrong to you, you say, hey, I don't like that. You change your mind, you apologize, you change your words, or we're done. Sometimes you're harsh, but you never hide the truth from yourself. You're always very open about yourself. And this is your strength, the openness. Both emotional openness, you say, I feel this and that. I do this and that. You know exactly what these words are. You know exactly what you're doing at every single point. You know what you feel. You don't hide anything from you. You are not trapped by superficial conversations or superficial people or superficial dreams. You know realistically really well who you are, what you want, and what you can do. So you're not afraid of that. And that's something that is inspiring people because your strength is inspiration. You're inspiring others. This is a leadership spread as well. So someone is extremely good on the empathy side, but also on the leadership side. So it could be that you are a leader already in any sort of kind of leader you are, or you will be in the future because there is a strong tendency in here. I also see there is a lot of love attraction in here. It could be that you either have a partner already, or you have many partners, also could be, or there's gonna be someone because there is a lot of sociable energy in here, a lot of communication, a lot of union. There is always like you have a need to unite with someone, to form some kind of relationship. That's also good, you know. You don't, although you're really good being alone and being by yourself in your life, in your approach, but you really enjoy as well to form a really profound and deep relationships and just enjoy life as well. And if it doesn't work, you know, you let go. It's okay. Next will come, next lessons will come, and if not, I'm okay by myself. So it's a very healthy relationship with yourself, with your health, mind, body, and spirit. Everything is here healthy. I don't see going over the top. You do have a good discipline and a lot of knowledge. This is such a radiant personality, so strong, so inspiring, that I see that you can give so much to others and show so much to others, and everybody's learning from you. Wonderful reading, super interesting reading. I love it so much. So that was the turquoise reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind as always, and we will see each other next time very soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3, the Pyrite or the Queen. So let's start your reading. What is your strongest feminine power? So let's start from the tarot cards first, and then we will move on to the oracle and unite all the points together. This one. So 8 of coins, King of swords, Page of wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Very beautiful cards. Let's open one more oracle card in here for pile number 3, Pyrites, your feminine power. Okay, in here, this one, the Bard, and one astrology or moon card in here. Let's see, this one has to go. Okay, very good. So let's see the messages from the cards first, and then we will start your reading. So the Queen says, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Okay, that's strong, right? The Bard. Music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. Somehow, seeing this card, I immediately got reminded by The Witcher. I don't know if you're watching the series. There is that bard singing all the time, so it really just kind of reminds me of that. Watch the series if you like kind of a little bit of this mysterious topic. It's super cool fantasy series and game as well. Don't let your past hold you back, says South Node. Okay, don't let your past hold you back. Well, thank you for a nice reminder, but we don't. The past is past, we leave it behind. This is what the Queen says. You've got so many interesting cards in here. There is a lot of power in here, a lot of power. We have very strong figures in here as well. We do have a lot of masculine energy around this Queen, okay? So it could be that you are many times surrounding yourself with masculine energy. Doesn't matter whether you're male, female, but there is a lot of kind of masculine circles around you, okay? So they tend to come to you, or you tend to become friends with them, or maybe in your family there was a lot of male energy around you. So there is something about male energy in you that is strong, okay? I pick it up. Now, another thing that I see in here is your strength, okay? Your strength and your look. Oh my goodness, look how she looks at you. She just looks straight into your eyes without blinking. And you can't really part your view from her. Oh, she really freezes your face and your whole body. And not because she looks at you with something very harsh, cold, or that strong, you know, powerful gaze, although there is a lot of powerful gaze, but she looks at you with security. There is a lot of security in here, okay? And that's one of your powers. You tend to create a lot of security around you. So you like to sit in your throne, so your live position, and look around and see what I can fix, what is working right, and what would be my new lens. Okay, so you are really like a balanced out queen. You truly rule your kingdom, so you rule your life, but also you almost delegate a lot of things to others, and they listen to you. So this is a lot of kind of leadership vibes I'm getting in here as well. But it comes not by telling people what to do, but it comes from, I don't know, like a natural energy from you that you just make people do things, okay? So you kind of move them from like really dead point. You kind of revitalize them, that's the word, make them more vital and wake them up, okay? So you are constantly inspiring people, okay? You say, don't cry, stand up. Move out your bed, you need to do this. There is a lot of kind of a little bit of that commanding energy, and that is something very strong about you. That is your power. You kind of, it reminds me like that mother's figure in life, when just one look at of the mother to you, you already know what you did wrong or what you haven't done, and you just move your ass and do all those things that you were supposed to do, and she doesn't need to say anything. So this is kind of the energy that I'm picking up from this type of queen. You're really moving fast forward. The creativity in you is huge, okay? So this is kind of a second thing I really want to speak about. Creativity is huge in here. You're a natural artist. Maybe you move people forward with your art, with your songs, your voice, your paintings, your writings, your art of life that you are living. There is something very creative about you, because both of these cards, the Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, they like to create. They never stop the creation, okay? They make things moving, they make things beautiful, they speak in the voice of art. So you're really an artsy person as well. There is a lot in that as well. The Bard card is like a total artist as well in the Oracle card. So It's not much to say because it's bohemian type of personality. It's really aesthetic, if you want to call this way. So that I see in you a lot. There is a lot of the touch to creativity, but you know, it's very interesting. It's not that type of creativity that is, let's say, in the clouds, that is really far away from the reality, although you might make art that is really otherworldly, or you say things, or you do things, or you dress yourself up, or you live your life that is a little bit uncommon, but at the same time, you're really strong. You have a very strong touch to the ground. You know, you make sure that you're providing yourself, that you are paying your bills, that you are having money, enough money to support yourself. There's a lot of independence here as well, and accumulation of goods, money, and finances in general. You're good with money. There is that accumulation. You know how to make money, or how to make your stability, and then you know how to express yourself in maybe not that monetary ways, but since you are covered, you got yourself covered, it's totally okay. But you don't let yourself lose to be let's say a broken artist that, you know, doesn't get anything. So, you know, it's just an example that I wanted to say. You are a really life-changing person. Anyone that meets you, they can't forget you. That's the thing. It could be both things. It could be the impression that you made on them, or something you said or done to them. So there is something like a vibe around you that you are truly inspirational. So when they meet you, wow, they kind of, you get stuck to them. So that's why I say, like, that gaze that you have to the people is really magnetic. There is something strong in here, and you're very attractive. So I see a lot of attraction also happening all the time around, but somehow I feel that many times you prefer almost to keep it to yourself, because it seems like for you it is hard to find people that are on the same equal energy level as you are, that seek of stability, that art way of thinking, artistic way of thinking, that kind of strong emotional boundaries and stability. It is hard for you sometimes to connect with people because you kind of expect them to be the same, or at least to kind of follow some specific basic foundations that you create yourself, and you want others to be the same. So you don't really get involved too much with people that are out of touch, okay? That's what I want to say. And sometimes, yes, for you it's a bit difficult to see people or to find people, because it is true that not many people live up to what you do and to your energy, and there is nothing wrong about that. People will come for sure, but, you know, be very selective as well. You're forever creating something. There is not a single situation that you cannot solve in a creative way. There is so much spark of you. There is almost that juvenile energy in you sprouting every single day. Like, people see that and they see, my goodness, this is forever child-like almost personality. So cheerful, so full of life, so full of joy, so full of readiness to see what's next. So again, this is something very beautiful, because you combine that very strong, stable, mature, feminine energy, you know, like the roots, but then your branches, they're really kind of flowing in the wind, you know, with little leaves that change colors every single time and grow new things and new fruits and go higher and higher into the sky. So there is like a really beautiful combination in you as well. There is a lot of magnetic attractiveness in here as well. I sense that there is something very strong about your gaze. It's that kind of very warm feeling about you. It's almost like everybody wants to hug you, because you're really welcoming. You are having a very welcoming energy, so everybody wants to go there, and almost you feel the joy of life with you as well, because you truly give off that view of, you know, life is easy, life is good, life is art, let's enjoy it, let's make love and enjoy it. So that's kind of the feeling that is in here, and this is very strong. This is a very positive reading. There is a lot of positivity in this person that I see. She knows her boundaries, she knows her ground, she knows her foundations, this queen, but she lets the spontaneous come into your life. She lets the creativity to develop into the most unexpected ways, and she cherished them. And she's very aware of herself as well. I see what is happening with you, that you're very aware of your energies, your feminine power. You know exactly what you have. There is nothing really that new. You have intuition telling you that. Maybe it's not yet your mind saying all those things to you, but your intuition always is saying, yes, there is something about me that, yeah, it's just working. And that's okay. Acknowledge that, cherish that, feel that moment. There is nothing selfish or egoistic about that. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your powers, celebrate your femininity. Because you can't hide it. It is so powerful, it is so magnetic, so why not enjoy it? So that was a wonderful reading. I totally enjoyed it. Feels so positive, so calm, stable, like a best friend almost. So thank you very much for watching. This was a reading for the ones that have chosen the Pyrite. As always, take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind, and we will see each other next time very soon. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, pile number 4, the Wind Fairy or the Rose Quartz. Welcome to your reading. So what is your strongest feminine power? Let's take a look on the cards. First of all, we're starting from the tarot cards in here. So the pile number 4, Rose Quartz, the strongest feminine power. Yes, they're ready. Oh, King of Coins is in here. The Chariot. Wow. Ooh, the Emperor. So many strong cards. And King of Swords is in here as well. Oof, so much power is in here. One more Oracle card as well. This one has to go. Truth. And we're gonna take one more card and unite all the points together, this one. Okay, good. So first of all, let's read the messages on the cards and start your reading. So you have chosen the Wind Fairy. She says, thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. Truth. And we have the, oh, actually we have 2 cards. Let's leave them both. We have Full Moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. And also we have the New Moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Wow, wonderful cards. Interesting that 2 of these popped out. Let's leave them like this. It's always good. So we have the full moon and we have the new moon. Sagittarius, Taurus. And lots of air as well, and lots of earth in here, and Cancer is in here, and Aries is in here. Again, Sagittarius is in here. There is a lot of like energies in here, you see. There's so much, everything mixed up. Wow. So let me tell you, okay, there's a lot of strength in here, okay? It's been a while since I've seen someone that strong in life in general, that strong in their mental health, in their work life, in their emotions. There is a lot of kind of mature and grown-up energy about these cards. There is a lot of kind of, you see, look at these cards, because this is the Wind Fairy. She is in her spirit, she is fully in her mode of the thoughts, of the intellect. The King is in here and another King is in here. So King of Pentacles and King of Swords is in here, both very masculine figures, okay? Emperor is in here and the Chariot is in. So let me say one thing. Your strongest feminine power is your masculine. Shocking. Not at all. Not at all. There is a lot of kind of something masculine about you. And this is wonderful. You know, I really many times, let's say, if you are a female, you consider yourself to be a female, this is really congratulations, because I see so little females that fully acknowledge their masculine side, embrace it and make it work for them instead of playing a victim to them or in their feminine energy. Sorry for being so harsh, but this is something very strong, I must say. And I see you enhancing that masculine energy so well in life and so uniquely as well. So your strongest part is your feminine masculine. So this is complicated. I know this is complicated, but let me tell you, you have everything ready. You have everything figured out for the moment you need it, okay? Your intellect, your capability of creating stability and money in life and position in life is out of this world. Let me tell you that. There is something so sharp about you, so intellectual about you, so deep about you, that there is not a single other person that could compete with you. You're a competitive person, let me tell you. You like money, you like position, you like status, you like good things, you like luxury, you like living your life at fullest. And this is wonderful. Let me tell you, this is wonderful. I see someone that has been gifted by such an ability to create something out of nothing, to create path where there is only rocks and mountains and rivers, and you somehow still find a straight path to the victory. When there is emotional, mental mess, it doesn't overcome you. You overcome them. You control, you create your power out of that, your power weapon out of the crisis. This is so strong. I sense someone strong in politics, economics, finances, relationships, in any type of therapy, medical work. So anything really that kind of requires a lot of intellectual power and calculative methods and lateral thinking and sharp thinking and being very wise at the same time is you. So it doesn't really matter in which field are you, this is very strong in you and you will always go only up. And this is a natural leader in here as well, in terms of that your knowledge is the most powerful in you. Now, you do truly amaze people on how knowledgeable you are, how well read you are, how you know things. Okay, so your most important strength is not only coming from that emotional side, although it is strong in here because you do have, your touch with emotions quite strong, but it is not that important to you and you don't let the emotions to overcome you. And this is very interesting. You do acknowledge that you have emotions and how you feel at every single moment of life, and maybe you're broken, maybe you're sad, maybe this or that. For you, it doesn't really matter. You have your goal in front of you, which is stronger than anything else. Your wisdom, your intellect is stronger than anything else. Your thoughts are stronger than anything else. And you really battle everything in your life with your intellect. You face all your problems with a very almost radical and critical thinking. So if you are in the middle of something like emotional crisis, let's say this way, you really know how to segment it into parts and say, let's say this one comes from that exact day I had a conversation with that person. This comes from my childhood trauma. This comes from my lack of satisfaction of my current situation, and maybe this one comes because I am tired at the moment. So how can I solve all these 4 problems? You divide everything. Your emotions become almost your structural plan of action. Okay, so you know how to really overcome anything. You do have such a good fast mind that can solve anything really. So you don't live in your emotions. That's the thing. You acknowledge them, so that's a very beautiful feminine part of yours. Like, you acknowledge them, okay, this is that, but then you are using your true masculine power, which is very strong, and you say, okay, let's fix this, let's fix that, and what are the next challenges? What are the next things that are stopping me from going to my goal? Let's remove them, and you do so. So you find them out, you acknowledge them, you remove them, you move forward. So strong in here. So that's your strongest power. People are coming to you for advices, legal advices, relationship advices, emotional advices, spiritual advices, even everything. Like, you put people to the ground, and that's your strength. You keep yourself always to the ground as well. Like, every single moment, day of life, you know exactly what is happening, and if you don't know, you make sure you figure out. And if there is an unanswered question, you find the answer right away. If there is a problem, you make sure you solve it. If there is an opportunity, you make sure you take that opportunity and make something out of it really big. So that's very strong. People sometimes can be afraid of you, sometimes can be afraid to approach you, because you do tend to have like that no bullshit energy, okay? So you totally cut people off if you see that something is so shady about them, something is really it stinks, so you remove them. And sometimes, yes, people, they almost have, I don't know, like admiration for you and mixed with fear almost, okay? So that's something really strong about you as well, that you are a no bullshit person, okay? And that your intellectual capabilities are really overcoming truly anything. You are so much into what lays ahead that you really don't care what was happening in the past. So like you go ahead, okay? You learn from your mistakes, totally. It's not just saying, oh, I learned from my mistakes. You totally do, and you show that. This is action based. All of these figures, they move. You speak your truth. Truth is in here. You pick your voice, you pick your words, you pick your actions, and you do them. People see you are visible, and that's strong about you. You do not hide in shadows, not at all. You speak up. You are the voice of the society. You are the voice of the humanity of your group. You fight for the truth. Truth is important. It's probably the most important thing for you. And you really value people that are on the same level, people that have gained something important in life by showing and giving to the humanity something important as well. So you tend to relate yourself with people that are the same way, very proactive, adventurous, and sure about their goals, and that have reached positions in life or are easily, let's say, finding solutions as well as you do. You do not tend to be with people that are lost in life, that don't have direction. You find it a little bit boring to help them, to be honest. Like, why do I have to bother with these people, helping them, and then what? Find your way yourself, then come back to me. That's almost like the feeling about you. Super strong. I admire this type of personalities a lot. They teach a lot. You can learn so much from them. And this is actually a minority, I would say. Someone that clear and self-aware, from both dark and light sides as well, but self-awareness is huge in here. Self-love is huge in here, but most importantly, self-awareness. Knowing exactly who is who and who am I. Look at the bigger picture. You always do. This is what the full moon in Sagittarius says. I don't know if you are Sagittarius or someone from the fire sign. Aries could be, maybe. I know, or someone like a very strong Cancer, because this is something also quite interesting. Sometimes the Chariot means Cancer. I don't say that this is like super Cancer, Cancerian spread. Not at all. This is like the opposite of Cancer, I would say. But sometimes, yeah, there are Cancers that are really like cutting the bullshit out because they know they have suffered. Again, fire signs are super strong in here, and obviously could be someone from the air as well. I don't sense Libras in here. Libras are not much in here, but yeah, there is a lot of kind of, I don't know, that masculinity that it just kind of shines through, and that masculinity is your power. So again, the advice for very feminine females: look into your masculine side. If it's not embraced yet, there is a huge opportunity to embrace it in here. Masculinity shows in here so much. So look for your power in there, because you're gonna be surprised, and maybe you're gonna find your peace in there by embracing your masculinity, your masculine energy. Wonderful reading. Respect to you. I truly respect these type of people that I see in here, and I know that everything will be okay with you, because you hold everything in your hands strong enough. So that was a reading for the Wind Fairy Rose Quartz. Again, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and we will see each other next time very soon. Bye bye.